Here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Pass to Song. Shot clock at 6. Trains the three-pointer.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Here's Larkin. The three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Hayes. In the corner, it's Sarr. Here's Ricochet. Fournier for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Larkin, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the inside with the fadeaway. And there it is for him. Larkin's got 5 points so far.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Hayes. Wembanyama, right side. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Larkin, the pass to Şengün. Here's Biberovic. Here's Sapahi. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's off on the first. So both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw, good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Batum. Pass to Song. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. He's got 8.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Here's Biberovic. All alone. And Sarr pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Koulibaly. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Şengün against Gobert. Şengün with the bucket.
At home in the paint. Alperen Şengün has great footwork.
Batum passes to Yabusele. Here's Koulibaly. No scoring in this one. Gobert can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Osman. Launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Up 4. And back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Osman. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Koulibaly. Rizachet with it. From outside, off the mark. Here's Korkmaz from downtown. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. Pulls it up. Misses, and he wants that one back.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's Larkin. Buries the long-range jumper. Larkin's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Batum scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Rizachet in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if we only play half the year?
We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Fifth on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Pass to Şengün. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Hey, for a big like Şengün, you need that pump fake in your arsenal.
Rizachet, he's checked in for Koulibaly. And he sinks the second. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The shot's good from Hayes.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Biberovic. Şengün with a screen on Fournier. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Şengün's got 5 now.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Here's Wembenyama. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Using his handles to shake himself free, and it's smooth sailing from there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's a good screen. Ulabai off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now here's Hayes. To the paint, tries from 10, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Wembenyama has got 4 points this quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent there, Shaq.
Well, I don't know if they have the roster makeup to get to the finals or even conference.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis. Thanks for spending half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Alex Sarr in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Sarr. He's out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Reza Shea. And it's Wembenyama in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Being inefficient, 53% from the field. Inside, and stolen by Sarr. Wembenyama down low. And he makes good on the layup. Wembenyama has got 10 points in the game.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembenyama.
Larkin kicks to Şengün. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Rebounded by Victor Wembenyama. Getting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And here is Şengün. 5 points in the game. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. 5 points in the game.
Improving his assist numbers with that vision. Şengün coming into his own.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside Fournier. Lock at 6. On the top of the key, and the shot is good. Fournier's got his first basket of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Sapahi. And a miss there on the triple.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Fournier passes to Sarr. Up again. Şengün with the rebound. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Biberovic. Here's Larkin. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Timeout.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in blocks.
Now here's Fournier. Jacks up a three. That shot off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Larkin. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Fournier. For three. Carries it from three-point range. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Fournier is an excellent shooter from distance, and that really helps his team space the floor.
Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Fournier. There's the three. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got 13.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Koulibaly. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Sarr throws it down.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
Şengün inside. Gobert with the defensive effort. And we've reached the end of the third. Up by 7. And right at fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Doing extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Gobert the screen. Here's Koulibaly. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Nice shot by Larkin.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's Rupert. That shot off the mark. Down low. Osman kicks to Korkmaz. And there's the drive. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time. He's with it. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late, guys.
Thanks, David. The putback. Wembanyama on the follow.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Good job by Şengün finding the open man. It's what great centers do.
Outside Fournier. Here's Sarr. Rebound by Larkin.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Pass to Şengün. Over Wembanyama. Şengün, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Fournier. He's the pass to Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Şengün. Over Wembanyama. Again, Şengün missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Hayes. Song. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's just too much Alex R there. All at about 7 feet. He is a lot to handle.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. The visitors with the ball, down by 12. To halt the run, Larkin can't get it to go. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. To the paint. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Riza.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And it's Riza with the rebound. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Riza gets the three-pointer to fall.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Nice shot by Larkin. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.
staffs really starting to optimize their rosters.
Well, I think one of the fascinating things is after about 20 games, what teams do analytically is they're going to evaluate what are their best 2-man, 3-man, 4-man, and 5-man units. What are their plus minuses? What combinations work and don't work together? The fascinating piece is over the grind of an NBA season, there's always challenges. An injury that's poorly timed, or perhaps a trade at the deadline. So many things go into optimizing your roster.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Smith, Ivica Zubac's out there with Dario Saric, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. And it's Doncic missing. Here's Hezonja, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Smith. Saric outside. Clock at 6. Here's Hezonja. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Doncic outside. Covered by Smith. Right wing. Here's Chanchar. No good on the triple.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Baseline try. Doncic pulls down the board.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Doncic. 17 points in his last outing.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. A minute 50 left to play in the first. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple. Doncic has got 6 points.
You see, Luka doesn't shoot a ton of corner threes, but boy, he's not going to pass on a good look.
Saric, the pass to Bogdanovic. We've got 1:23 left in the first. And here's Saric for 3. Sinks the tray.
Such a problem when Saric is knocking down the 3. It helps space the floor for his teammates. You've got to guard him there.
Pass to Chanchar. And here's Doncic from downtown. It's hauled in by Saric. There's 57 seconds left now in the first quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Back to Doncic. He gets it in there. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
There's a screen. Bogdanovic from long range gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's Bogdanovic making great use of the pick and roll. Fantastic at exploiting whatever the defense delivers to him.
Over to the wing. Pass to Chanchar. And here's Doncic outside. Hits the 3-pointer. He's got 11.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Here's Smith. The fadeaway J is off the mark. Crafty move. Driving to the basket. He got a piece of it. Ball stolen. Back to Dragic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Pass to Perkichin. Smith against Dragic. A nice shot by Smith.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
To the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Smith against Dragic. Smith with the rebound. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Over Dragic. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And we have a second to check out who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Second, Luka Doncic.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points. That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Azonia. Here's an 8-footer. That's good on the jumper. 5 points in the game.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
There's a minute 12 left in the half. Doncic outside. The Luka 3, money.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Šarić, a screen on Doncic. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The shot. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Šarić outside. From deep. Pure from three-point range. Šarić has got 6.
Well, you can tell Dario Saric's teammates want him to take these kinds of shots. When he plays with confidence, look out.
And here's Doncic. He's got 16. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
.7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
Shaq, Ernie, that might be the game of the night.
Yeah, I agree. 2. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the visiting team.
I know my partner.
And that'll do it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Doncic grabs the miss. Shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Dario Saric is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Smith, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward position. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Nice finish from Luka.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
Smith outside. To the middle. Here's Hezonja, and he lays it up and in. 7 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Basket's good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Smith outside. Pass to Hezonja. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Doncic passes to Cancar. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Cancar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Hezonja. And here's Zubac. Here's Saric. From deep three-point land. The shot off that time. Gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Doncic with it. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Got to come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there.
And you really want to see these types of teams attack and draw fouls because they shoot it so well from the line.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Team foul. Number 33. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bogdanovic. The shot comes out.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Cancar. Shot clock at 5. From deep, here's Doncic. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Puts up a deep 3. Can't get it to go. 9 for 14 now. Got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Oh, there's the alley. A nice shot by Zubac.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lets it go from deep. And Doncic with the three. Doncic has got 11 in the second half.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Bogdanovic. Šarić, a screen on Doncic. Here's Bogdanovic. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bogdanovic has got 5. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They lead by 1. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Pass to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
So both teams changing it up here. Shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Here's Perkichin. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. On Tuesday, then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
To the inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. A nice shot by Smith. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
With the teardrop in the paint, Luka!
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Šarić outside. Pass to Azonia. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Pass to Cancar. Launches it. Sinks it from distance.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
Shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. Šarić outside. Smith left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Doncic outside. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Smith. Now Šarić. Smith outside. Here's the 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. minute 9 left in the game. A strong finish by Doncic.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Pass to Smith. Jonchar with the rebound.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Inside.
Money! Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
.46 seconds left to play in the fourth.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Here's Doncic. Cash.
Now, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste, not at this point in the game.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. To the paint. The jump hook. And no good, trying to use the glass. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Šarić. Puts up a three. The shot no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Šarić for 3. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that one's good. Ricochet.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Hayes the pass to Wembanyama. High post shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And the call will be against Fournier.
Evan Fournier.
That's his first foul. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Evan Fournier.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 0, Bilal Koulibaly.
6 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Back to Hayes. Pass to Song. The 11-footer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Reza Shea.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And a clever pass fake kept the D from closing in. 5 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Batum. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. And you take a look at this home team. Right now they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. They're just sitting 1 spot down, right on their heels. From past the arc, drills the 3-pointer.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Bogdanovich. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the inside, Jovic, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Batum a screen on Bogdanovich. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Outside Bogdanovich. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 3. And we've got more action. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
We've got Teodosic. He's out there with Topic. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Riza with it. 9 points last game. On the wing, Batum. Here's Yabusele. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Jokic, #1. And, of course, Victor Wembanyama.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Gobert with a screen for Riza. Off target from outside. Pass to Teodosic. To the middle. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A nice shot by Gutteridge.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For the three. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
A true highlight of Richard's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
And Riza, the bucket on the assist by Batum. Riza has got 10 points. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Bogdanovic. The 10-footer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Doing extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Outside Bogdanovic. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Wembanyama. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jokic against Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Sarr. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Banked in off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Wembanyama looking it over. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
That one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Should be a close game, considering how close these teams are.
And considering that both badly. And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the home team. And that concludes.
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Shea with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Sarr, and it's Shea in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Pass to Bogdanovic. The three. Good on the triple. Bogdanovic has got his second basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And putting that reach to work. Jokic just erasing that shot attempt.
Too much. Jokic down low. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. First in free throw percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
And this kid, Shea, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here is a peek at the teams that have dominated defensively in the paint since the All-Star break.
And guys, how about the defense we've seen here in the painted area from both of these clubs in the second half of the season? The block numbers are really off the charts.
It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Sarr. Shoots the 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Bogdanovic. 6 to shoot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bogdanovic has got 11 points. Pass to Sarr. Tries from 16. Jokic grabs the miss.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And the foul called on Alex Sarr.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Bogdanovic. Over Koulibaly. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
For 3, Fournier. That one's not going to go. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside Bogdanovic. Down low. Here's Milutinov. That puts them in the lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Has to go Gobert. Sarr with it. Will it go? And Sarr throws it down.
Showing some strength on that finish. Sarr just pushing through that contact.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. And Jokic from way back there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Batum. Al Fournier. Batum sets the screen for Fournier. Back to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Up by 1. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Teodosic, the pass to Jovic. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
To the inside, here's Koulibaly.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Out to the wing. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Pass to Koulibaly. Batum, the screen. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And a wide open look for Shaw. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside, Bogdanovic. Shoots over Fournier. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. It's all knotted up.
And that's cash. Bogdanovic is a legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range.
Here's Wembanyama. And the shot falls short this time.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Jokic. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 3 assists now in this one. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And stolen by Bogdanovic. To the middle. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. From beyond the arc and then some.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Pass to Jokic. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Good defense by Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Jokic. It drops.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And so here's the home team. Wembanyama, left side. It's good.
Incredible. Victor's focus and passion for the game.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2.
2 shots.
Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
Fournier against Bogdanovich. Pass to Jokic. A fadeaway. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of
The identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Doncic. There's the 3. Drains the triple.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Here's Baberovic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Larkin no good. Here's Chanchar. Now Doncic. The 3 ball. For 3. Nails it from 3. Doncic has got 6 points.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Pass to Baberovic. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. Gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Now Doncic. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Inside. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Allie, thank you. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Larkin. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Şengün. Here's Larkin. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
And there's the patience right there. Şengün surveys the floor and finds his guy.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
Pass to Chanchar. Dragic left side. Here's Chanchar, defended by Şengün. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Puts it up. Drained it for 2 points.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Dragic. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Offensive rebound, and Baberovic gets it to go.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
That one no good. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Here's Baberovic. Over Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. That one's good. This game is all even. Baberovic has got 8.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 25, Serbia.
Pass to Dragic. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pulls it in from the elbow. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. No good on the shot.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Drops in the layup for 2.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And he banks in the layup. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Shot is up. No good there, off the double clutch.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
To the wing, right side. From deep three-point land. No good there. Shooting the Rocket 58%. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And he buries his first look.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Şengün. And And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And I love when Şengün is aggressive inside, making the D foul him right there.
That free throw good from Şengün. Both free throws good from Şengün. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. To the right side. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And book it, Cancar.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Baberovic. Here's Larkin. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Larkin's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by a point. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
And looking ahead. And that'll do it for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Pass to Baberovic. For the lead. Cancar with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Into the lane.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Şengün passes to Larkin. And it's all tied up. Larkin's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, and that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
Stretching his range as far as it will go, Doncic is so impressive.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Larkin from behind the arc. Drills it from deep. Larkin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Second, Luka Doncic.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
And he gets it to go.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Baberovic. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? 4 on the clock. Şengün, no good. gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Out to the wing. Pass to Doncic. All sorts of time. Not going to go that time.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's the three. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
To the left side wing. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Doncic from the arc. No luck on that one. Gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Larkin. 11 points in the game. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. For 3, he drops it from range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Here's Korkmaz. His first shot attempt. And yep, it's good.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight. Just fantastic execution.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen. Hoping to inspire his team here.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Home team foul. Number 34. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he drops the first.
Shooting for the away team. The bench.
And he makes both free throws. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Doncic passes to Chanchar. Back to Doncic. Shoots from the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Here's Baberovic. Off target with a fadeaway. Gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Chanchar passes to Doncic. The 3. No luck on that one. A minute 15 left in the final quarter. Here's Larkin. Pass to Baberovic. Out to the right wing. Releases. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. From deep, here's Doncic, and the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Chanchar, right wing. 6 to shoot, and here's Doncic. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Two points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Pass to Chanchar. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And they doubled up Doncic. On target from range.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Puts up a 3. Oh, gets the 3 to fall. So it's the home team now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And so the home crowd treated to a win. This one was in the... All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Hazonia is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Smith. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Now here is Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Saric finds Smith. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Abrinas, covered by Smith. It's good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over. We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Abrinas. Now Eldama. A three-pointer is right on target.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And now here's Hazonia. Now here's Zubac. Over Hernan Gomez. It's good on the putback.
Well, the finish by Zubac on that play, just powering it down.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Diaz the pass to Abrinas. Zubac against Hernan Gomez. Aldama finds Hernan Gomez. Misses off the right iron. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Hazonia. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Smith the pass to Zubac. And here is Hazonia. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hazonia's got 5 points so far. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. So both teams making some changes here. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Ivica Zubac, 4th.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Rubio. 1:06 left in the first quarter. Garuba's shot is off. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Up top, Zubac. Here's Perkachin.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. He had a strong showing last season, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. Just a terrific year on the glass.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. So the wing on the left. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Abrinas with the bucket.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Smith the pass to Bogdanovic. And the 3 off target. Here's Abrinas. Rubio in the corner. Lays it up off the glass.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside, gets it done that time.
Smith surveying the D. The layup off target. At the end of the first, Clark in a close game so far. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And the basket is good.
Rubio right now playing waiter, setting the table.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Oh, good on the triple. Now, here is Smith. Not a lot of room. Clock at 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
To the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Here's the screen. Here's Rubio. Open jump shot off the mark.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Inside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Yep, that one goes. He has 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious. And it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Diaz. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Azania. Bogdanovic looking around. It's good from long range. Bogdanovic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Stretching the floor now. Bogdanovic can hurt defenses from there.
Brad, it's hard to find someone better, isn't it, than Bojan Bogdanovic if you're looking to space the floor.
No doubt about it, one of the better spot-up shooters over the last decade that this league has seen. And Bogdanovic has deep, deep range, so that spacing is going to allow other guys to do their work. This is the kind of guy you want in a half-court setting to make a lot of things happen.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Abrinas. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Abrinas has got his third basket of the night right there.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Saric outside. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Catch and shoot opportunity for Dario, and he doesn't waste it.
Pass to Diaz. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Abrinas hits the three-point bomb. Abrinas has got 9 points.
So that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Saric. Lets it go with a 3. Abrinas with a rebound. From deep three-point land. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Leading. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile.
Next on the docket. Thanks for spending half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Diaz. Still without a basket. Santi Aldama is out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Count that one.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Saric outside. Down low. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 5 points in the game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And stolen by Hezonja. Saric in the high post. Pass to Zubac. And he banks in the layup.
In the paint, Zubac is going to get aggressive and not going to hold back. Put contact on him. He's going through you.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Dario Saric. Last season's performance for him averaged about 8 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Pass to Zubac. Hezonja with the ball. Back to Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Zubac. On Sunday, then on Tuesday. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Abrinas. Aldama with the ball. He has 6. To the middle, 5 on the clock. The shot by Diaz, no good.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Saric has the open look. Off target with his 3. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Diaz the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Abrinas. 11 points in the game. pass to Diaz. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubats. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
Diaz the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Aprinas. From outside, off the mark. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to Azania. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Azania's got 10.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Diaz. Hasn't made one yet. It's up a 3. Connects from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Aprinas. Here's Diaz. There's a screen by Aldama. Lets the 3 fly. Šarić grabs the board. Smith outside. Count it. Good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in half.
The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Prkačin.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The first one falls.
Prkačin taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Pass to Aprinas. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Hazonia finds Zubats. Fires the 3. Aprinas with a rebound. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Takes a 3. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Now, here's Zubats. Guarded closer. Here's Azania. Misses the 3. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fires it up. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Abrinas, covered by Smith. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Diaz. Some solid defense from Šarić.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
For three, Smith knocks down the three ball.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Gomez in the corner. Pass to Aldama. Beyond the arc. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Abrinas the pass to Diaz.
What instincts there as Šarić is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Smith. 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Gomez passes to Abrinas. Šarić grabs the board. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Aldama. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
At the line for 2.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Cans the 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Diaz. Can't get it to fall. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had...
paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Hayes is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Rizachet. And it's Sarr in at power forward. Back to Doncic. Fires for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That last three got under Luka's skin, and he decided to respond.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
Thanks for that, Ali.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
now, just over a minute played here in the first. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Doncic has got 5.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Counted from distance.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Now here's Hayes. Wembanyama screen. Fournier for 3. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Fournier covering. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chanchar. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Pass to Hayes for 3. Connects from downtown.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. From deep, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Fournier. The 3-ball. Chanchar with a rebound. Doncic outside. Pass to Chanchar. Drops in the 3.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
Hayes with it. Outside Fournier. Here's Sarr. Shoots. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Here's Doncic. Nice touch on the bank shot. Doncic has got 9 points. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
We've got Nicholas Batum. Rizachet out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Rudy Gobert and it's Yabusele in at the 4. And it's Coulibaly missing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill, I mean, eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
They've got Rudy Gobert, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Rizachet. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Pass to Dragic. Five to shoot. Goes up on the baseline. Yep, that one goes.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You look at Doncic, a few players ahead of him in voting. But if he can hold on to his number 5 spot, he'll be in the three-point contest.
He's a guy you need to have there. I'm pretty sure he'll be competing All-Star Weekend, and he's got a shot to win it all.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Koulibaly. He buries it from 3. Koulibaly's got 6.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
2 minutes.
.152 left in the second quarter. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Gobert. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Knocks it loose. They push it up 4 on 3. Dragic outside. There's a screen. A minute 20 left in the first half of this game. 6 on the shot clock. Defended by Gobert. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Shooting a fantastic 57%. Outside Fournier. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Sarr. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Sarr's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Doncic outside. The Luka 3. Money.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Rizachet, no good. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Hayes against Doncic. Hayes with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the... All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, he's high.
And that'll do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Pass to Chanchar for the lead. Knocks it down from distance. Chancar's got 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
They've got Evan Fournier. Sarr out there with Risacher. Then there's Hayes, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Here's Sarr. The 3 from Risacher. Gets the 3 ball to go. Risacher's got his first 3 points of the game.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
Pass to Chancar. The 3 is up. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
First team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 3 shots.
That one's no good. And he nails the 3rd.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
We've got Sarr. Evan Fournier is out there with Hayes. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Risacher in at the 3. Now here's Fournier. Yet to see a basket. Nails it from 3.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from 3, or he will make you pay.
Hayes against Doncic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
It's his first trip to the line.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Buries it from 3.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action. And right now, he is cooking the defense.
Here's Risacher. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Pass to Wembanyama. The 17-footer. And it's in. Off the glass. Wembanyama's got 14.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
1:52 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Back to Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Back to Fournier. Minute 32 left in the 3rd quarter. Drops in the 3.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Coulibaly. Knocks down the long J. 9 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter here. And there it is for him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Fournier. 6 points for him.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Chancar's got 8 points in the quarter.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And here's Coulibaly. 11 points in the game. From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. 3/4 Here's a play and a close one here. Up by 2. And we'll have this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2 guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
We've got Nicholas Batum, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Jang in at the point guard position. And there's the screen. To the left wing. From 20 feet. The shot that time not on target.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Jang. Now here's Coulibaly. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away.
And the free throw, no good. Shooting at a very efficient 67%. To the inside, Chanchar. And it's rejected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
That one goes. Count it.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Can they get it? On target from range. Chanchar's got 11 in the second half.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
They set the pick. Here's Coulibaly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a final mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Ricochet, he's checked in for Coulibaly.
The defense knows they've got to stay attached to Luka, so he smartly turns it into a whistle.
Good on the first, and that brings him within single digits.
Your home team, Luka Doncic, taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Now Hayes. Here's Wembanyama. And that one's long. And here's the fast break. And book it, Chanchar.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He asked his team to take in the moment, saying, this is what it's all about, guys. This is why we work so hard and why we love this game. Embrace it. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Basket counts.
Well, you see what the defense wants to give up there. Luka more than comfortable in the mid-range.
Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Ricochet. Pass to Fournier. Clock at 6. Sends it home from three-point land.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Wembanyama, pass to Hayes. Here's Sarr. Fournier for three. Counted from distance.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
17 seconds left in the final quarter. Hayes with it. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come.
Looking at early returns from these teams, it's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Larkin, the pass to Şengün. Here's Biberovic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
Away team's ball.
Here's Larkin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Abrinas. Here's Aldama. And it's off from three-point range. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Diaz. He points his last outing. Aldama gets the bucket.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That one goes in.
Just too good a player to leave open.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. To the paint. Diaz, good.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
To the middle. Here's Biberovic. Here's Sapahi. No good with the triple. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Abrinas. Misses off the left iron. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Sapahi. And the layup is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Aldama. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Count it.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
And we got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here's Korkmaz, covered by Rubio. Şengün inside. Hernan Gomez on him. Şengün no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Abrinas up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Offensive rebound, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Bibanovic. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Hernan Gomez in the corner. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rubio. No good. Here's Korkmaz. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Rubio outside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, nice job by Rubio to stay with the shot despite the contact. He's a pretty crafty finisher.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Larkin. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
On the left block, and Garuba pulls it down. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Rubio the pass to Hernan Gomez. Rubio misses. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. 1:52 left in the first half. Pass to Larkin. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Larkin's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Diaz. The three-pointer, no good. Thing is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Fades back. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He has 6. Being an efficient 53% from the field. Pass to Abrinas. And Aldama has it in the corner. Here's Diaz. Here's Abrinas. Hits the three-point bomb. Abrinas has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Şengün. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And that one drops. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Diaz. There's a screen by Aldama. Puts one up from 19. Kicks it out to Rubio. Hits the jumper in space. Rubio's got 7 now in this quarter. From deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the... That is more than enough.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hernan Gomez out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Diaz in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Being a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Screen by Şengün. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got 10.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Hernan Gomez a screen. Diaz. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Defended by Aldama. Hernan Gomez against Şengün. Down low. Here's Biberovic. The jump hook, good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Biberovic has got 4 points in the quarter. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Larkin. He's got 10. Pass to Biberovic. Nailed from three-point land. And it's a tie ball game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in blocked shots last year.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few blocked shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Aprinas. Misses in close. Gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. It's good.
Şengün showing his touch there. That's a tough spot for a big.
Pass to Aldama. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Here's Diaz. 6 to shoot. Aprinas, the pass to Aldama. Connects from three-point range. Aldama's got 8 points.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Substitution on the court.
58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Biberovic. Larkin looking it over. Here's Biberovic. There's the pick from the arc. Larkin can't get it to go. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And the basket by Rubio.
This is a part of the floor that Rubio can exploit. The in-between area.
Pass to Biberovic. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The 15-footer and the jumper is good. Biberovic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Now, here's Rubio. 1 second left. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knock.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Five to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Korkmaz. There's a screen. Here's Sapahi. Hits it from three-point range.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thanks, David. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Our Larkin can't get it to go. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Pass to Abrinas. The tray. The shot will not fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Larkin in the corner. Hands the shot from the wing. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
There's the pick to the inside. Here's the break. Here's Biberovic. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Abrinas. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Sapahi. The layup missed.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Diaz. Here's Aldama. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the middle. Şengün. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Biberovic. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Abrinas. Pass to Aldama. From outside the arc, it falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, where is the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Jacks up a three. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerds there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic...
Here for some horrifying hoops on Halloween. You like that?
I do. That's pretty good, man. What could be scarier than losing on Halloween? Looks like a lot of the fans showed up with their Halloween spirit, so it should be fun for everyone choosing to spend their evening with us.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
Number 27, first personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
The first free throw is good.
Number 34, 2 shots.
Good on both. Pass to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the handles of Jokic are ridiculous for a man of his size.
Here's Chanchar. Down low. Here's Doncic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Bogdanovic. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Doncic. Over to the left wing. Here's Chanchar. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Pass to Jovic. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Chanchar. From 13 feet, down it goes.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Can't get it to drop.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Bogdanovic on the wing. They set a pick. Lets it fly. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
One of the more consistent players in the league, Stan, Bogdanovic.
Yeah, Brian, averages in double figures every year, shoots it well from deep, a very underrated ball handler and playmaker. You love having guys like Bogdanovic that you can rely on every night.
Doncic with it. No good with a layup.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Jovic. .30 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Doncic outside. Here's the pick. The 3. Hits the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a...
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
I see him.
Dragic left side. Jokic grabs the board. Here's Jovic, still without a bucket.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the visiting team. It's a 3-point game. 6 to shoot. Teodosic. Pass to Jovic. The 3 is up. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Dragic outside. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he hits both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. For 3. The Joker knocks it down.
And the jumper of Jokic, it's almost a set shot. He's totally in control.
Chanchar passes to Doncic. Shoots off the step back. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Doncic just got 7 points.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Here's Teodosic. Lets the 3 fly. First shot won't go. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Doncic outside. Pass to Chanchar. Just 5 to shoot. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
3.
Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
There's a minute 12 left in the second. Bogdanovich from long range. Sinks it from distance. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, anyone can tell you Bogdanovich is a volume 3-point shooter. It's the focus of his game.
Doncic outside. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Unloads. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
They're one of the more consistent scorers in the NBA. Bogdanović is an asset for this team.
And so Bogdanović nails them both. 9 seconds left in the first half. And here's Doncic outside. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
You take a look at the home team, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
And turning now to the game we've been watching, Luka Doncic has been lighting it up.
I like that he's...
That does it for halftime.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And the basket is good. Jokic has got 11 points.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
Pass to Doncic. From about 16, Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Now Bogdanović for the lead. Sinks the tray. He's got 10.
And this is why Bogdanović is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And the shot goes in.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. Second, Luka Doncic.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Outside Bogdanović. Pass to Jokic. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And it's Doncic missing. There's Bogdanović with the 3. Connects from downtown. Bogdanović has got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Doncic outside. Pass to Chanchar. Launches it. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one. A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's Jokic, high post. Joker dominating inside.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Pass to Chanchar. Back to Doncic. 5 on the clock. He shoots it. Great look there, but off target.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Not going to go that time. Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. That one drops for him. 6 points for him.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Back to Bogdanovic. Launches a 3. The shot no good. For the lead. And he sinks the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They're up by 1. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2 guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Topic, and it's Teodosic in at the 1. Pass to Jokic. To the paint. From the right block. And that one's good. Teodosic.
Well, Nikola Jokic is probably the best passing center I have ever seen.
They set the pick. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Doncic passes to Jonchar. Three-pointer. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Bogdanovic. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Bogdanovic has got 9 points here in the second half. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Back to Doncic. Takes the 3. Another shot. Unable to get that one. Good D by Jokic. Gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. To the middle. He shoots. Look at Jokic working inside.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
Now here's Doncic. Tightly guarded. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
1:16 left in the game. Missed inside. Got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Down low. And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And he sinks it.
Absolutely the guy you go to in this situation. Jokic has no trouble scoring in the clutch.
Pass to Chanchar. Doncic outside. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
If this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Doncic hits them both.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. .24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Lets a floater go. Oh, he nails it!
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Laces one from 3.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And now they foul and stop the clock. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he can't get either to fall. And he commits the intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the